I'll show you how I wear this anyway. If you fold the top over like that on itself, and then what you can do is you wrap it around yourself like so, and then I'll use a cloak pin to fasten it here. This is a kind of forged pin, nothing too fancy. And I'll just fasten it up like so. This is one way of wearing them. My arm's free now. If I wanted to draw a sword, I can use it. I can also conceal stuff. If I had it a bit longer, I can conceal my coin purse there. I've got access to my knife. And it's just a real comfortable, warm garment, really. But why I folded it over at the top as well, if it started to rain or it got a little bit cold, you can pull this back bit up like so. Now I've got a hood, you know. Very practical way of wearing a cape. You can see it's quite a small axe, isn't it? But this is something that a peasant farmer could possibly have afforded back then. Not all Vikings would have had a sword. To own a sword would have been like owning a Rolls Royce today. A hatchet like that is very handy. You would have used them for shipbuilding, tasks, cutting meat, wood carving, you know, making utensils, even cutting cloth, anything you can think of. This type of axe would have been used. Swords were used in combat, and you would draw them out sideways like so, and you can imagine the rest. So this is a little adze I've made for bowl carving. You use it to, you know, hollow out the bowl. But what I did, I got some old hammers from a car boot sale, and I've actually forged these into a different shape. The outside of this is rawhide to keep it strong. Rawhide's very tough. I mean, if you're hitting that with a sword, the chances are, you know, sometimes if the sword isn't very sharp, it won't damage it. And I've stitched it on this rawhide. Well, these eye sockets here went out of fashion. This is an older helmet. You know, later on in the Viking age, they didn't have these goggles, if you like. And the reason they didn't have these goggles, if a sword struck you, it would go down and it would stick in here, and you'd lose your eye. Carved a little bit of a design on it there, top of it, just to give it a bit more character. Viking chest using leather hinges and a leather fastener on it. And it just works like that.
From the land of the north, where the cold winds sigh, the Vikings came forth under Odin's high sky, seeking light.